Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Metroid Zero Mission. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at video games, as I usually say. And we're playing Metroid Zero Mission. Someone remind me at 4127 on my Audacity file. Yeah, this is our ship, obviously. Oops, I bumped into my microphone. Let's save. That, I need to stop. I mean, I need to start the next episode. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Whatever the case may be, yes. We're in Crateria. A very mystical place. Not really mystical, but mysterious, I should say. Go down. Mystical and mysterious probably have the same root word, I imagine. Probably. Who knows? Alright, now we're back to Norfair. So we go down here. Yes, I can go up here, but am I able to enter the room without dying? You'll understand what I mean in a second if you're a bit confused. Let me see. Nope. I mean, yes, I am able to enter here without dying, which is good. If I'm not mistaken, this leads to... I shan't spoil what it is. I'm trying my hardest not to spoil anything for any, like, newcomers, which I imagine most of you are. Missile tank! You can never have too many missile tanks, man. I've already shown you quite a bit that you probably wouldn't have noticed unless you're, like, a very explorative type person, I guess. Oh, so I think one that I showed was actually pretty straightforward. Any person with a general amount of curiosity would have found it, but these other two, I don't know. Then again, who knows? Honestly, the first one that was the first missile tank. The one where I had to shoot down that organic, I guess, isn't an organic shield, that organic monster with the blue butterfly things flying around it. I did not know about that even after I had beaten the game for like 3 times. I had beaten the game 3 times. I still did not know about that one. A friend of mine showed it to me. Or rather, he wasn't a friend. Remember that other friend that I had that talked about we used to talk about Metroid Zero Mission with, assuming you watched the first video that I mentioned earlier? Well, we had a mutual friend, and he also had the game, and he showed me, he pretty much knew where all of the missile tanks were. But now that we have this, we can continue off into here. Let's go ahead and save. And let me get a drink while I'm at it. Throat's getting a little dry, considering. I mean, consider this, riddle me not, Batman. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But then again, when do I ever know what I'm saying? Okay. This is one of the areas that they show off, like, at the start menu. If you don't press start, they show off a little bit of the game. Remember that, that guy in the last episode, assuming you watched the last episode, that we had to, like, we had to shoot his eye. Let's go down. Oops, no, we need another power-up for that. Like, he had, like, you know, that thing that gave us the charge beam? Well, I didn't know how to beat him when I first played this game. I was so confused. Because for some reason, my 9-year-old brain didn't, oops, I better, oh, jeez. My 9-year-old brain couldn't properly function right, and it didn't let me... Oop, next power-up. We got the ice beam. Couldn't properly function or something, and I just couldn't figure out that I need to use the item that they literally just gave me 2 seconds ago. So if it wasn't for, like, the start menu cutscene, because, like, it showed you various parts of the game, I would never have known how to defeat that thing. I am dead serious. Well, I probably would have figured it out later as I got older, but, let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Boom. But still. Yes, sir, our beams will forever be ice for the rest of the game, no matter what. There's no fire beam. Obviously, what we have is the closest thing to a fire beam, I suppose. But, yeah, ice beam. I wonder... you see, we've gotten through this. I have about 25 minutes or so of gameplay time. Probably about 24, because I'm going to have to factor in, like, the time that I synced and everything. Synced, my audio with the game. With fraps, I suppose. But, I honestly, we've gotten through this part in like 25 minutes. For me as a newcomer, it took forever, honestly, to do this. Now you see that guy that I just froze? For some reason, I used to make it a competition. I always wanted to load the map data from the Chozo statue and get out and recharge. We have to go to Kraid. And recharge my energy and stuff before he unfroze. But obviously, as you can tell, no matter how fast you are, he will always unfreeze. He will always unfreeze. I always made it a competition for whatever reason. Now we're heading off to Kraid, which obviously I said earlier, like the next two areas are named after the bosses that you fight. So you should probably know the name of the boss. You probably don't know what he looks like. Well, actually, if you played Smash Bros, you should know what he looks like. But if you haven't, I imagine that there probably are some people who have probably never played that before. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I mean, I know what I'm saying, but stuff. I don't freaking. I'm an idiot. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. You know, you guys should know that already. For some reason, I seem to be a bit more stumbly on commentary than usual, which is a little weird, I guess, for me. No, not really. I mean, I stumble a lot, but I feel like I'm stumbling a bit more than normal for whatever reason. But I guess I'm not really used to doing non-blind Let's Play type things. I really wouldn't consider this like I guess it is a Let's Play, but it's not like a full-blown Let's Play series, you know. I'm gonna upload probably like every part, like 1 part a day or something like that, and if I do like 20-minute parts, and my average playthrough is like 1 hour and 48 minutes to 2 hours, that'll go by like relatively quick. If it was 2 hours, that would be like what, 8 days. If it's 1 hour and 40 minutes, it would be 7 days. I can do math. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue this way. But, I lost my train of thought. But, I'm just not used to it. Like, obviously Dead Space is blind to me, and so is Tales of Vesperia. I'm getting close to beating not Tales of Vesperia, I'm nowhere near close to beating that game, but I'm getting relatively close to beating, Dead Space, so gonna have to get a new game. 'Cause like I said, like, my plan was to like do Dead Space, then like another game, and then Dead Space 2, and then another game, and then Dead Space 3. I think that's how I want to do it. I'm not exactly sure. I might like do 2 games in between Dead Space. It depends. Basically what I'm saying is don't take anything for granted. Nothing is set in stone on this channel. Like, well, obviously, except for like my main definitive Let's Plays, which are the videos that are guaranteed to go out unless something happens, like my cord from my capturing card started being stupid, so stuff had to happen and I couldn't record Dead Space for a week. Other than that, aside from those like guaranteed series, like I wouldn't account for anything. Like I had a set schedule for my Zelda videos, the Link to the Past videos with Garcon, where I'd uploaded every Wednesday. But I haven't uploaded that in like 2 weeks, and it's not because I haven't had the time, it's because I've just been too lazy. I don't know why I've been too lazy to edit that. But I have. Obviously, my Let's Go Random number 8 with Smash Bros. With Garcon and Kratos, that was my first Let's Go Random in 2 months. I'm trying to diversify my content just a little bit, because I don't just want to upload Dead Space and Tales of Vesperia. Although those are fun, it's not really the variety of content that I want, you know? Sometimes I wish that I was able to, like, I mean, there's no sometimes about it. I wish that I was able to do this, like, full time, you know? Where, like, I was able to get, like, a legitimate, like, paycheck from it. Not because of money! I mean, well, that sounds stupid. Not because, like, I'm doing this for, like, the money or anything. For those of you who don't know, even though I monetize my videos, I don't make a single cent. Actually, two of my Tales of Vesperia videos were monetized, but because Warner Music Japan owns the copyright to the soundtrack for that game, most of those get third-party claims, so I'm not able to earn any revenue off of those. And I don't care. I really like the game, so I'm going to play it regardless. But you know, I wish that I was able to do this full time, not simply because I want to make all of that YouTube revenue. Because, honestly, unless you're, like, super big, you won't be making a lot of money. But if I were making like money off of this, it would be, how do I put this into words? I would be able to make a lot more content, because I'd be able to like buy more and better equipment and do more stuff. Most of the money that I'd probably be getting would be going to, aside from food and bills, would probably be going to Let's Plays anyway. Because I'm not really like a man of, if you can really call me a man. I'm 18, at least at the time of recording this. If you're watching this in the future, I might not be 18, but I'm a person of... Why did I drop down again? I'm a person of not very many wants or needs, I should say. But, you know, I don't even know if I'm making any sense right now. Basically, if I was able to, like, do this full-time, I would love to be able to make more content. Right now, the current thing is 1 video a day. Probably, because of this, it's going to be 2 videos a day. But, I want to get to a format where I'm able to do at least 2 videos a day. And just several different games. Like, right now I have Tales of Vesperia going out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Because that's a long game, I want to have it go out I want to have games like that go out every day, but because of time and stuff, I'm not able to. If I'm making any... I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. I'm sorry if I'm being an idiot, but, you know, that's just how I am. Okay, no, you just shoot that. There we go. Now, you can actually write this thing, Energy Tank, as a, you can actually write that thing as a, let's save room, as a morph ball. I'm in a very uncomfortable position because recording laptop games is really effing annoying because in my room I don't have like a proper desk like I had in my college dorm room. And that's how it's going to have to be for quite some time because due to certain circumstances I won't be going back to my university. I'll be going to like a community college type thing for certain reasons that, yeah, I won't be able to return to my, my university that I went to for certain reasons. I said that quite a bit. I'm not going to get into them because it's really nothing amazing or anything. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill this guy. But yeah, so this is probably how it's going to be for me recording for the time being until I get my own apartment type thing. Once I get my own apartment, I'll get like a desk, a proper desk for recording. I mean, I have a desk, but my room, my current room, isn't big enough. Like, I have a desk in my office type thing. I remember, like, whenever I mentioned having an office at school, like, people were like, people like make fun of me, or not really like make fun of me, they joke about how like quote-unquote rich I was. Well, it's not because like we were rich, we just had like an extra room, and so I had a specific, like, it's not even just my office, like half of it is mine, half of it is my younger sister's, although I rarely go in there anymore because I have an old desktop which I don't even use anymore because obviously I have this laptop which is newer and I use it for all sorts of stuff such as recording and watching anime and Netflix. Oh! I should really start... Whoa, I'm an idiot. Oh god. Oh god. Whoa. How could I botch something up that much? Oh, I forgot that he could reach that far. Okay, jump. Yeah, recording and watching anime and Netflix and YouTube. That's pretty much all I use it for. But I would like to make it so that I only watch Netflix and YouTube and anime. Because I want to get like a more powerful PC for recording, honestly. Especially for... Oh, recording's not that big of a deal, but rendering, I would love to get a new PC. Because, like I said in other videos, I don't know if this is your first video of mine or not, I do enjoy making... I kind of enjoy having like the long rendering sessions that I have with Adobe Premiere with my laptop because I'm just able to sit back, go to my Samsung Galaxy Tab 3, and then watch some anime or something. And honestly, I feel like once I get like a new computer and I won't be able to do that, I'm probably going to miss these moments, but if I got a new computer, I'd be able to render out more videos and I'd be able to make more content. I want to find a happy balance where I don't feel overwhelmed with making content, but first of all, I don't want to overwhelm myself with making content, because that is very much possible, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I feel like I probably have done that with my Vesperia videos, because every third video is like 40 minutes. It's like 20, 20, 40, and not everyone has the time to watch a 40-minute video, and as you could tell, honestly, as you can tell by, like, certain things. But whatever the case may be, I guess just, like, the viewership, I should say. Like, I'm really, like, shy about talking about viewership for whatever reason, but, I don't really pay attention to it that much. My opinion is, so long as, like, I have at least, you know, one person entertained, you know, that's alright, and I'm having fun with a game, that's alright with me. I don't care if I'm making, like, a bajillion views. I mean, I kinda do care, because, I mean, I would like to make, I wouldn't want to make, like, a bajillion views, honestly. Because I want my channel to be bigger, but I don't want it to be too big, you know, where it starts to feel like, because, like, I want it to be, like, a nice even size, where, like, I'd be making, like, a decent amount of income where I'd be able to, you know, and make more content and do other stuff, I guess. But also where, like, it still felt like a community. I personally wouldn't feel like an unanimous person, where people could leave comments on my channel and they would still, and with the assumption that I probably would see the comment. Like, you know, there are some channels, like, I love watching Samus. I don't really watch him as much as I used to, because I just don't watch as many Let's Plays as I used to ever since I started making Let's Plays. I used to comment on his videos back when I watched his Batman Arkham Asylum series back in 2009, when he had, like, maybe 9,000 subscribers. But now, I don't bother commenting on his. Oops, I'm an idiot. How could I forget about that? If I was paying full attention to the game instead of just commentating, I probably would have figured that out. But I never really comment on his videos, not because like he doesn't respond to his comments or anything of that sort, but just because there's just so many comments that, like, I just feel like I would get drained out, you know? I don't want people feeling like that with my channel, you know? I mean, obviously, if I were to ever get that popular, I doubt that I ever will be, because, I don't know. There's just so many Let's Players that, you know, I don't think that it'd be impossible for me to get, like, quote-unquote super big, but, I doubt that I doubt that I get, like, super big. I don't think that it'd be impossible for me to, like, make a name for myself and get relatively big, but I doubt that I would ever get, like, super big, you know? Just because most people are just already interested in watching, like, people that are watching Let's Plays, they've already found, like, the channels that they want to watch, and not many people are very interested in, like, giving smaller channels, much time, and I'm speaking from personal experience, honestly. Like, I know for a fact that I probably give larger channels a lot more. I'm definitely a lot more willing to try out larger channels than smaller channels, and for various reasons. I guess because I know that a larger channel, they're probably going to be a bit more professional, and obviously if there are enough people subscribe to them, they have to be somewhat good. They probably might not be my cup of tea, but they're probably entertaining to some people, nonetheless. Whereas a smaller channel like me, you don't really know anything about me, you know, unless you've been following me. You know, I just happen to make videos. I've since upgraded, like, I've switched to Adobe Premiere, I've started color correcting my videos, I've started, I don't want to go into there just yet, because is this going to lead me to... No, it's a save station, okay. And I've upgraded microphones twice over the past... It's been 6 months since I rebooted the channel. But even still, I feel like the quality of my content isn't quite, you know, up to par with that of bigger YouTubers just yet, for several reasons. And if I ever get the chance of being big enough that I could call myself, like, a big YouTuber, I guess, like, honestly, like, sometimes like, I consider myself a YouTuber, but, like, it's really hard to explain. Basically, moral of the story is I don't really consider myself to be, like, super, super big. I talked over, like... This has been going on for longer than 20 minutes officially. Anyway, whatever the case may be, awkward pause.